Bros, we are back again with another video fresh off the Arsenal, the Man City versus Arsenal game, the decider. Just literally, the game just finished literally about 15, 20 minutes ago. So, we're just gonna do a quick reaction of the game, and I'm gonna try and be upbeat on this one, but I am devastated because today is the day that the league has been lost. Guys, let us know again where you're listening to us from. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it, man. Without further ado, man. All right, guys. I'm sure you guys got a lot to say about the game today. City 2, Arsenal 1. Take it away, boys.
Man, I thought you would have the most to say, honestly.
I gotta hear from you. I gotta hear from you first. I got a lot to say, of course, but let's hear from the ops first, man. Let's get the dissing and bashing and the banter out of the way.
Bro.
Before I get to my part, yeah.
Man, you know the dissing, the trolling is loading up like crazy. Like crazy right now, man. I mean, this is the Arsenal's nightmare. Like, definitely, man. Not to say that we saw it coming, but we knew if it came to this, it would have been a problem, and the reality just came through. Crazy. I mean, the game in itself, amazing game of football. Honestly, the first half, catching up into the game, seeing the Shirky goal, and then the equalizer. You're like, okay, this is gonna be fire game, literally. And that's what it turned out to. The second half, you just didn't know where the game was gonna go. But at some point, when City kind of put their foot on the ball and started just passing it around and creating chances, you were like, yeah, it smells like a goal from City. And it was all about what Arsenal was going to do from there. And the response definitely lacked. There were chances for Arsenal that, man, should have got in. I know we're going to talk about Havertz. He did well on the first goal, but the two chances he had, man, you got to bury at least one of them. At least one. I can excuse one, but the other, you got to put it in. And that never came through despite the subs, despite Arteta pretty much throwing everything at it. It just didn't manifest. So, yeah, I mean, this is, again, the Arsenal's nightmare, of course. Are they the fans, I'm sure right now, kind of the PTSD kicking back in for the last 3-4 years. I mean, the banter is gonna be monumental because there was too much celebration from Arsenal fans when it was October, November, December. There was quite a lot of fans that were like, "Yeah, the league is done. The league is done. Let's go for the quad." We all heard about that, but it was all kind of written on the wall that there was gonna be something, a stumbling coming through, and here we are. This is a pivotal moment into the league right now. So, yeah. I'll hear from you guys now because, man, I have the emotion, so I can only imagine what Arsenal fans are. I'm going through all the emotions, right? I can only imagine. Jeez.
Man, honestly, yeah, I was surprised at how the game went because I thought it was just gonna be like a KG, them title deciding games where it's like there's nothing, and then maybe one team wins 1-0, and then that's it. But yeah, both teams were kind of going for it. Arsenal. I was expecting them to be even more conservative. That they weren't going to come and open up. This is not the game to do that anymore. But they were cautious, obviously, but they would go out and press every now and again. They would try and hit on the counter, and they had some chances on the. They probably, if you look at the overall game, they probably had the better chances in the game overall. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you said, like that Jan put in the group, that's the difference, right? You have a Haaland that. He didn't do nothing, but he gets that one chance and he don't play with it. And then you get Havertz that got 2 golden chances, and he can't do anything with it. So Is that's the difference. But the thing for Arsenal is that it didn't have to come to this game. Like this
Mm.
game should not have mattered. This loss right now should just be just a little bit of pressure, but we still got it. But the fact that he came down to that's when the feeling the PTSD comes because this game should not have mattered at all. Like this should have just been a confidence or I don't know some bragging rights for City to say we beat them at least before they win the league. But yeah, I mean. And City, I mean, you can see the confidence in their veins right now. Like
they wanted this, man. They wanted it.
Yeah,
The Sharks.
The train is in motion right now, man.
Yeah, the train is
They're
in
not looking
motion.
back.
Exactly. They're not looking. Bernardo Silva controlled this game.
Man, what a game he had.
He like, I mean, he's leaving soon, so probably he's trying to give in his last legs to end on the high. And yeah, you saw all the quality rolling back the years. Just controlling this game. They had so many great performances on their side, and I mean, yeah, this like weirdly, it's just I still just thought Arsenal would do something. Like when it was 1-1, I'm seeing Eze hit the post,
Yeah,
go through. I'm like, they can get something because City was really pushing and they were leaving themselves. Like there was one play where Bernardo Silva was alone with Havertz.
he was.
Yeah, I was like, what are they doing? Like, so they were just pushing. They just thought like we need to score, and there was chances there on the counter. But yeah, you just gotta take those, man, when they come about in these games. But they didn't, and City get their goal. I still thought Arsenal would be good for something, but I was a bit disappointed how he kind of ended. He kind of petered out. I know they got the Gabriel chance where he did hit the post. I think when he ricocheted off what was his name? O'Reilly, yes. But that was really about it, and there was a long time after the Haaland goal. There wasn't much. In the last maybe like 5-6 minutes, they were really pushing, and they could have got something maybe, but. Really, for a good like 20 minutes, there was not much at all from Arsenal, and I was a bit disappointed. And I was really disappointed that he took off Eze when he was starting to go.
Yeah, that was inexplicable.
That was what I didn't get that because I mean,
and Gyökeres, what was your
You guys know that I'm not an Odegaard fan. I don't know what Odegaard was doing on that pitch. I honestly, I'm just not a fan. I thought he should. I mean, I get it started. Him is the captain and all, but I thought he should have come off way earlier. Like even throw Max down, man. Why not? Yeah, I don't get this. Like just throw. You never know. I remember Makeda one year. You remember when he came on against those are those moments. They might win you. At the end of the day, nobody's gonna care. So. Yeah, we'll let Jan talk, man.
Hey, you kind of hit the nail on the head there. Like honestly, what I would say is first of all, what I would say is where has this performance been in the past 10-ish games?
Yeah,
this is the best Arsenal played in a long time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Honestly.
This is the best Arsenal played in a long time. And you can see that they were up for it. And today I can't fault any of them.
Yeah.
I can't fault the performance. I can't fault any of them. I think the one person that I will fault is the manager, and I'll get to him in a sec. But this performance, where's this been? The fight, it was like you said, it was a bit surprising because we were expecting a cagey game, and it was pretty open. Like in midfield, it was wide open at times. City had a lot of freedom in the midfield, and it was actually a good game to watch. One of the recent good games that Arsenal has done, like in terms of watching, in terms of like even neutrals or even Arsenal fans. It wasn't a war fest. Right now, let's get into the situations right now. Yeah, but for me, the league is done. I've told you guys.
Really?
I think it's done. I've told you guys about the PTSD. We're trying to push me. Oh yeah, I hear Freddie saying the Arsenal fans came to say that. I mean, I guess you choose which Arsenal fan you want to listen to.
You guys say a lot of things, man.
But you haven't heard that from me all season. You haven't heard
that. I haven't. I have to admit that.
I've always been cautious, and I've always said until it's written off, I'm not calling it. Even if there's 20 points gap, we know what has happened before in the past. I've told you about the PTSD, and yeah, this is where we are today. Thierry pointed to the fact that it should never have got to this, and that's it. How can you have so many opportunities to to basically end it? By March, you should have ended it by March.
Yeah,
It should have been 12 points, 15 points
yeah,
clear at some
yeah,
point.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
every time you keep giving, but and every time you keep giving them a chance, I'm sure at one point City was like, okay, the league is done. Let's concentrate on something else.
yeah,
They
yeah,
were. I'm sure at some point,
yeah,
but every time they
yeah,
keep chipping away at it a little bit, chipping away, and then at the end of the day, they kind of realize, hey, listen, this guy's got history. Let's put a little bit more pressure on it. It's not over,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's exactly what happened. It should never have been. It should never have been decided today, and
yeah,
just like
yeah,
it was, and it's decided today, because you lose 3 games all season up to April, and then in April alone, I think you lose you lose 3 games. Then, like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
it just,
yeah,
it just the way you just lose form. And
yeah. It's
we
crazy.
talked about how in some games they played scared, that they didn't want to,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
go
yeah,
for it and everything like that. If you played like this in some of these games, you would have won it comfortably, easily.
yeah,
But you didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
All right. But I'm not gonna fault any of the players today. I thought City was amazing. You pointed out Bernardo Silva. He had a fantastic game.
yeah.
Shirky just
Very good.
slaloming everybody and just going in there and just scoring that beautiful, beautiful goal. And O'Reilly was just a monster.
O'Reilly's a monster.
Oh my goodness, this
Crazy
kid.
back there. I thought the defenders handled the Haaland pretty well. They fought him pretty well. It was a battle back there. Haaland is a physical guy. I thought
Yeah,
Gabriel handled him for the most part until he lost him in the box for that one time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that will hurt Gabriel, because every time he plays against Haaland, that's his game right there. Just make
yeah,
sure Haaland.
yeah,
So that's it. Haaland just escapes once, and that's the thing about it. This guy has one chance, he puts it in. We talked about Havertz, man. The first one was probably a little bit more difficult. I thought he should have been more, more composed.
yeah.
You just maybe check the keeper if he has a little bit more
The
ability.
keeper. That's what I thought you would do. Yeah,
The keeper, but he's kind of like at the end of his run and then basically just sliding in to put a shot.
yeah,
Not shot, basically. But that second one, that's the criminal one. That
Yeah,
he should
that header, man.
yeah.
should have 6 months in jail for that. That is on a plate for you, man. On a plate, you are
What a
by
cross,
yourself
by the
in
way.
the box, like 6 yards out, and you put that over. It's not even like the ball is perfect for you. Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, free header.
Yeah,
And that's the difference. That's the difference. Haaland doesn't miss those. Haaland doesn't miss those. And that's the
Yeah.
difference. And at the end of the day, you've put yourself in a situation where this is going to be the decider for you. Or for me, the game was kind of up when we lost the League Cup final. I thought that would get to the head, and it's probably right, because right now City has they have the momentum. We don't.
Yeah,
We just going down, and everything now. Well, now City, the next game in the midweek is Burnley. It's probably
Yeah.
going to be 6-7, all right, and then they go above us, and we're gonna look at it a little bit later in this video. But where do they drop points now? Even if Arsenal, you go perfect, it is definitely not in your hands right now. So at the end of the day, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you brought up that League Cup final, because I remember before that I was like thinking this needs, Arsenal needs to win this. It's not even about the League Cup; it's about who you're playing. Right? Even if you're playing against some other team and it's like, oh, you obviously you want to win the League Cup. But if you had lost, it would have been kind of like, okay, we move on to other stuff.
No, but do you know what it is though? It's about going over that edge.
Yeah, yes, that too. Yes,
It's about moving away from the block that you have in your head, that you always there or thereabouts, but you can never
you can never
go
get.
through that
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
It was about that. It wasn't, like I said, if you have a choice of trophies, the League Cup is probably the last one that you want to lose.
Yes, yes,
But it
yes.
was about giving the players and
The
the whole club the confidence that you can actually go and win something regardless who the opposition is.
Yes.
And that would have put a lot of confidence. But then when you lose that game,
Yes.
it's up. There we go again. We just
Yeah,
can never get over that hump.
yeah,
And that
yeah.
was it for me. That was the
Yeah.
mental battle that you
Yeah,
know.
I think also that for sure, and I think an extra dimension was the fact that you were playing City, and the league is between you and City, and they're chasing you, and psychologically for that situation, you don't want to lose that game because yes, in the league that like you were saying, I think probably in January, City was probably like this is done, like this league is done. Maybe even February still, this league is done. Like we're not coming back. And in March, they started to like creep up a little bit, and then you get that League Cup final where they coming up to it, they weren't in great form as well. They were kind of like up and down. We never knew as well. And I think that was their like, okay, if we can beat them here, like we know, like all we gotta do is like take care of business in those other games, and then we play them again, and this we can kill them for the title there. So this was like, oh, like I think psychologically that was massive for them and gave them so much confidence. And on the other side, like you said, for you guys, it was kind of like, oh man, here we go again. I know it's only the League Cup, but here we go again. And then the next game you play, you lose in the FA Cup. So now it's like, oh, like, it's even
rivaling, yeah.
Exactly. So it's just everything starts to compound. And now in their head, there's just a block. And like you said, I don't think the league was lost here. The league was lost against Bournemouth last week.
Right. Against Bournemouth, against Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah, exactly. It was against teams like that. You know, Wolves, you go 2-0 up. I can Wolves peg you back when you're 2-0 up. And I think we're playing at home then. Like, that's just the kind of things that just mentally, and a lot of the good things that were happening at the beginning of the season is gone as well. Like defensively, just. It's gone. Like the defensive solidity is gone. I think corner FC or corner is injured right now. He's injured. He's stuck on the bench right there. Just watching games. There's nothing else. Like today, I think we were lucky. I think we deserved a little bit more. I don't think we deserve to win, but I think we deserve a little bit more in the game. But yeah, like we said, it's not about today. It's about everything that's been leading up to this moment. And yeah, I mean, for me, I'm sure there's a lot of optimistic people there. I hear fans, oh no, there's just 5 games to go. But for me, it's done because.
You have the better run. You have the better run. Those 5 games.
Yes, but it's about the mentality because now we're chasing. That's first. That's one. Yeah. And then when you say we have the better run, I mean I think it's kind of even. Honestly, I mean it's a little bit even for me. I mean we'll look at it in a second. But we still have. I mean, I guess, yeah, I can see why on paper it's easier for us. But the next game is Newcastle. Newcastle always gives us like trouble, and I'm not sure if we can go and win that game. We'll see that in a second. But I just don't see this City the way they're playing right now. I just don't see them lose or even drop points till the end of the season. It's come late for them. We were waiting for this type of run from them, and we thought at some point that it was never going to come. But it looks like they found something now. And the thing about City, when they're in this position, they do not let up. They don't let up. So, I obviously, I'm hoping for something else, but the history says this, and yeah, we've been here before.
I'm looking at the runs now, and then we're gonna pull it up soon. But I'm thinking like if City is gonna drop points, it will be like against the Brentford because that's coming up. It will be at home for them, but that's a possibility. They do have Everton, they have Aston Villa, Bournemouth. We gave you trouble, so yeah, I think there's still a chance for them to drop points. But it's all about you guys as well. Are you guys gonna be able to carry on and have a string after this? Yeah. Especially after this loss today, which is like he has a mental toll that comes with it, you know. You can tell Arsenal gave it all. Yeah, they gave it all in this game. The players, at least, I think the manager definitely could have done much better. I don't know why Gyökeres didn't play. That's your informed player right now. What would
I
you like?
understand why it started with Havertz. I understand, and Havertz was having a good game actually. Honestly, he was
Yeah,
holding the
it
ball up
was.
well. He was fighting there.
Mhm.
He was actually winning
Yeah,
like his duels up there. He was having a decent game. It's just for Havertz, it's just about the chances that he misses, and
mhm.
that's what killed us. But would Gyökeres have scored? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, there's no guarantee. Like if you say if Haaland is in this situation, is he scoring? I'll probably say 90% yes. With
Yeah,
Gyökeres, I'm not sure it's 90%. It's probably maybe 60,
mm,
or maybe less than that. So,
yeah,
but Havertz is what he is. Is not a finisher. It's never been that. But I mean, the first one, like I said, it's excusable. But that one at the last, the last minute of the game, that's unforgivable. That's unforgivable. You're by yourself in the middle of the goal, like pretty much 6 yards out, and you can't even have the keeper make a save.
yeah.
That is just criminal for me.
What a ball
And
from Trossard, man.
Yeah,
what
what
a
about?
ball from Hazard, and that's the difference. So yeah, I wanted to touch on the manager as well.
Yeah,
I think what for the lineup, I was okay with the lineup. I was good with it. But when you come back for halftime, you see Madueke is not doing anything. Just be brave, man. You put Martinelli on, who and not only you put
He
Martinelli
got
on,
pocketed, man. O'Reilly.
you put him on he's done that. He did nothing. You put him
Yeah,
on
he
his
couldn't
wrong
do it.
side.
Yeah,
Like he's
yeah, on the wrong
like,
side.
at the best of days, on his right side, he's like he's iffy. And then you put him on his wrong side, on the side that is not really he's bad at. Every time he plays
yeah,
there, like I think there's only one or two games we played that was actually decent. But when you have this ready-made kid who's
mm,
his position, who can come in and actually cause trouble. How many times like Max Diamond put the ball and just picks it up and then just cause trouble, gets a
yeah,
foul, even go and get the penalty, which Martinelli cannot do. He cannot take the ball and dribble like that. All he does is a push and run kind of man. That's all he
Yeah,
can. And then when you have O'Reilly like that, who's also athletic and that you're not
yeah,
pushing and running past him.
you
That
can.
yeah. So
yeah,
you need
yeah.
something else. You need a little bit of flair. And so Arteta missed a trick there. He missed a trick not putting Gyökeres on. I mean, you put Gyökeres on with like 8 minutes to go. What is he gonna do? Like,
Yeah, what's he
put him
gonna
on a little
do?
bit earlier. You know what I mean? Put him on a little bit earlier. I don't understand why you put White there. Mosquera, yes, he had a yellow card, but he was actually doing very decent against
He,
Doku, man.
he had a good
Very
game.
decent. Even after his yellow card, he was disciplined.
Yeah,
He was blocking Doku.
he
It
locked
was
up Doku. Yeah,
it was a good battle out there. And so I'm not sure why you waste and as well he's got height. I'm not sure why you waste a substitute there when there's plenty more things that you can do. Like
yeah,
on the left hand side, like you said, why is it that you choose Eze to come off instead of Odegaard? I'm not sure. Odegaard just looks busy, but there's
He
no
just runs
penetration. Eze,
around.
Eze was starting to get in his game.
Yeah,
I mean, Odegaard,
yeah,
to be fair, he was kind of just linking the midfield and the attack a little bit, but with no real purpose, to be honest. He was just busy,
yeah,
just doing an okay job. He didn't have a bad game, like I said. No one really did, but it wasn't. When you see Eze starting to get into his game like that, you don't take him off, man. You don't take him off.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, missed the trick there. And yeah, everything today for me is on the manager. And I alluded to it last time when I said, even if we win something, do we still carry on with him? Like, definitely, if you don't
Yeah.
win, you're gone, man. And because I don't want to be watching this football anymore. And if you can get over the line, it's been 6 years. Berta, man, come and bring your man.
The thing is, like, the biggest headache he has right now, you're still in the Champions League, and right now you have like fire on your behind in the league. Like, where do you put that focus? How do you manage both competitions now? Because you do need to win something. The Champions League would be great to win, but if you kind of go and sacrifice the league for that, I don't think fans are gonna forgive you. And then if you don't win it as well, you sacrifice the league to win the Champions League, and you don't win the Champions League, you absolutely cooked. So right now he's in the like, this is, I will hate to be him right now. I don't think he's gonna sleep tonight because the league, 5 games, definitely gonna try to go and obviously win all of them. That's gonna be a challenge in itself. And then how is he gonna organize his squad for it with injuries, with players, some players not in form. Yeah, that's gonna be a
All you
big.
can do is just focus on the next game. It doesn't matter. Like I mean, these are two big competitions. So for me, what do you prioritize?
Yeah.
And I don't think you will prioritize anything. You prioritize both because
Mm.
at the end of the day, you are in a semi-final. You're still in the running for the league, so you prioritize both. And by how do you do that? It's just to focus on the next game, whatever the next game is. If the next game is Atletico Madrid, you focus on that. If the next game is Newcastle, you focus on that as well. At the end of the day, right now, you cannot pick and choose. You just got to go for everything. You have the squad. You built a squad to go through all these competitions. You got out of two now, so there's less of a load right now. You should be able to cope. At the end of the day, like I said at the beginning of the season, there was no excuses right now. So right now, for me, you can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose. You just have to go for everything you can. You have to go for win game by game, and you just got to go for a win for every single one of them, and that's it. And then see where that takes you at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
for me, to sit there and say, but okay, maybe I've lost the league, so I'm going to focus on this. For me, that's not the right approach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you guys said everything a little bit about Arteta. I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say. Like Freddie said, it's a really tough position he's in right now. But I don't know. Maybe change something. I think he's like what is it, rigidity or rigidness of his system is like maybe change something. Maybe try something new. Like pretty much like you look at Guardiola, he pretty much tried everything until something stuck. Like they've played so many different positions, systems, players, and I'm not saying go that far, but he tried everything until now they found something. And he's like, okay, that works, so let's just gonna keep. But I feel like at that time, like every year, even when they start struggling, it's like, okay, we're gonna play the same people, we're gonna play the same formation, we're gonna try and do the same things. Maybe I don't know, maybe do a 4-4-2. I don't. Maybe go 3. I don't know. Maybe try something different.
Be a bit brave. Be a bit braver.
Yeah.
Right.
We started the year playing 4-3-3 with Zubamendi at the base, and you had the other two just passing around, and Rice was a little bit more forward. Rice was getting a lot of chances and that and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know why at some point it switched it to a 4-2-3-1, made
3-1,
Rice a little
right.
bit more defensive, and then
Yeah.
that's what coincided with our lack of our lack of
Goals
lack of
and
chance making,
yeah.
our lack of chance making, our lack of creativity, at top. And I'm not sure why you changed it. And I mean, we're suffering for it right now. I mean, at the end of the day, and again, just like you said, just overplaying some players is just criminal. Like, Zubimendi, I've said it all season. Why do you play in certain games? Saka, you've killed the kid. Like, poor guy, man. The guy can't run. He can't even run anymore. Like, this player's being overplayed. Players being overplayed. Like Timber, he's gone. Like, there's a lot of. There's a lot of games where you could have put when I know Rice was not Rice, White was injured at the beginning of the season, but when he came back, there's a lot of games where you could have put him on, and just especially in the early stages of the Champions League and all that, you could have just played him on. Like, you don't need to be top of the league in the Champions League. You just got to be top 8 to go through.
Yeah.
And there's few games there that you should have you built a squad, but you're not using it. Like no
No guard.
what did you buy him for? Like, there's a few players like that. Even Louis Kelly. Why has he not got more games? I'm not saying like he should start games, but I mean this guy as well. He killed his confidence because even when he plays now, he looks like he looks a shadow of what he was last year.
He really does.
So that's firmly on a manager, and he has to take responsibility for that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.